Hello everyone, myself Vikas Kulkarni. Welcome to the Tales of Leadership. As you know that this forum is for inviting the rising and accomplished leaders so that we can learn from their journey, what what are the attributes are required, and also to practice the leadership skill for us. As somebody told that leadership is always equal to being a good human being. And today our guest is unusual, very inspirational. One thing I wanted to all of you about is that Miss Usha ji has started their master degree or their education after they turn 40. So that is something unusual I have seen. And today's talk will be very exciting, very inspirational. So if you have any questions, please drop us those questions. And with that, welcome Usha ji. We are glad to have you here.
Namaste, Vikasji. I'm very happy to share my feelings, emotions, and experience through your platform. I'm Namaste to all your viewers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Ms. Usha ji, I know that you have traveled so much till today, and recently your 59th birthday was here. So first of all, happy birthday to you, and hope the new year brings you always more and more things.
Thank you for the wishes. See, first, I have to be very grateful to God. He has given me the opportunity to live up 59 years. So every day is a new birth for every individual. So
Nice.
59 years of birth.
Awesome. That is great. And now to start our interview, uh, you have so much, you have seen so much, you have seen multiple rains, multiple summers, multiple weathers. Now we wanted to go back because this is a young generation. They wanted to know how it was previously, let's say 50 years back. We want to go through your childhood. How was that journey? What shaped you to become a inspirational lady as you are today? Could you please give us your childhood journey description to us?
Sure. See, basically, I came from a very orthodox middle class, lower middle class, conservative family from a small town. So in the era of 70s, 1970s. Okay. It's a joint family, brought up by a joint family, single member in earning. But I had a lot of fun and enjoyment, even though we are not rich, but there is no scarcity for the basic needs. Roti, makan, kapada. For that, there is no scarcity. And more than that, the love and affection. During my childhood, I think that is the reason for me what I am here.
Awesome.
So actually my school days studied in corporation school in Tamil medium up to 5th standard, and then went to a high school, the only one school in our town for girls. All near villages will come and study there. Till my 12th standard, I did my studies there. So after from a ordinary corporation school, when I want to join English medium in the 6th standard,
Oh, okay.
but there is no seat for me because those who are already studied in convent English medium school, they got the first preference. So I joined in Tamil medium. I didn't feel anything that time. the first rank student, very active.
Hmm.
So up to 6th to 8th standard, I was very good in academics.
Wow. And just to take you through the academics, so what are the important or your style of study? Uh, did you uh, what kind of learner were you in those academics?
See, in those days, mostly our academic side is based on root learning.
Root learning?
Most of them we learn through memorizing, even though
Correct.
we understand,
Yes.
because getting 80%, 60, 70% is very tough that day.
Yes. Yeah. True.
Okay, they want the answers in the paper, even though you have knowledge, it should be in the paper.
Yeah.
Okay, what they expect. So it is very tough to score 80%.
Hmm.
But I am a very regular student. I will do the homework. Very teacher's pet, you can say.
Got
Whatever
it.
they say, I will do.
Nice. Nice.
But it is only till up to
Yes.
7th, 8th.
Okay. So what changed after eighth standard?
So when I entered it, before that, the school allowed us to play individually. You can play whatever you want. There is no any specific games for them. After 8th standard, when I entered the 8th standard, they streamlined the students based on their talents, physical fitness. Like that, they group the children. That time, I got an opportunity to join the Coco game.
Okay.
So there, a change happened in myself.
Nice. I remember that game, Coco. We also had that game in Maharashtra majorly. But yeah, it was tough game. I think I may have played only one or twice. But you can describe that game, what it adds for us, and your perspective of that.
Okay. See, initially when I joined the game, I have the feeling only I want to win.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then the they made us into two groups, and then they select one leader for that. And then we are nine students and three substitutes. So one is defenders, another one is chasers.
Mhm.
So 9 members. So in the open ground, the 9 members of the chasers team has to sit in the ground on the sitting their knees down. One player has to catch the opposite. Three offending opposite team will run. They try to avoid catching. We try to catch them.
Okay.
Okay. That time, first thing I focused on how to make them to touch. So the time I'm not able to go and touch them. We use other players. We give the hands by touching them. Go, go. So
Yeah.
seeing the situation and giving the responsibility to the other person to catch.
Nice.
So by playing this game, that time after 1 year of practice and everything, that time I felt, oh, it is not winning for the individual. It is the for the winning for the team. So
Got it.
that time I mentioned, no, not only individual talent, this is a group talent. So you have to
Hmm.
support each other.
Nice.
One person must be very good in one thing, another person must be very good in. So how to manage this?
Hmm. Got
Like
it.
that, I learned that it's a very competitive game,
Yeah.
and from that I learned how to mingle in a group, how to support you to the each and everyone in the group,
Mhm.
the team skill, what is the role of the leader in the team.
Okay.
That all I learned slowly
Nice.
for that age, whatever that is
Yeah. No, and
not. too much, but I learned the success is not only depend on the individual person
Correct.
or individual leader.
Correct.
How the my team helps me to achieve that win. At the same time, how I am supporting them,
Hmm.
both, not only the members, how
Correct.
the leader help them.
So, were you the captain of your team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great because I can see that you're good at academics. Now you achieve one mountain. People say that you always have to go to another mountain, and you tried the team sport. I can see how your formative years were giving you every step towards that big passion. So, what happened after you uh, did eighth, very good in academics, being a captain of the Kho sport.
So slowly my interest changes to sports side. That
Okay,
means I'm not. I didn't say that I am not concentrated on education, but my interest more on sports
nice.
because of my physical needs. That is, I'm very energetic person. I need that. So I joined that. After that, that year they introduced NCC in our school,
Oh, what is NCC?
National Cadet Corps.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, I know that, but yeah, I guess yeah, you can describe it more.
See, that time, so we girls play and we go for any tournament or competition within our town. Okay. That time they asked to join, those who are interested in joining NCC. The first person I raise my hand.
Okay.
I don't know what is NCC, what they will teach, nothing. When I entered the first year, only I learned to obey the orders of the senior. So parade, only they will
Mhm.
give weekly twice. We have the session parade. We have to march. Everything they will teach in the first year. Okay. So doing this, I thought, what is this? Only do a day, weekly twice. We are going and talking to the senior officer, and only marching like that. That time they told the next year you have to attend a camp, NCC camp,
Okay.
10 days camp.
Yeah.
Okay, the very first time I'm going out from my town to another city, but I didn't feel any fear or something. I was full of excitement
Hmm.
and want to see what is there in the other side, in the city, or in the what they will see. 1 year we got trained, and what is there in the other side in the camp, what is special in the camp. So that curiosity is with me always.
Right.
So I waited and then went for the camp. Very vigorous training, very strict,
Hmm.
very disciplined environment. No one will wake you up.
Okay.
6 o'clock means you have to stand in the ground. No excuses.
It's almost like a military training.
Yeah, it's NCC comes under only military.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
their motive is unity and discipline. So I attended 10 days camp. That gives me a different perspective about the world.
Hmm.
So I started thinking, looking the world outside.
Right.
So like that, we had 2 years. Second year and third year we have training. This camp. In that camp, we learn all what are the military people need, what are the skills they need. So shooting,
Hmm. So
signaling.
So you learn shooting as well?
Yeah, you have to get
That's,
marks.
oh, that's very, very nice. Interesting.
And then you have to write exam. Two exams you have to write. Then only you will get that sergeant,
Oh,
the top
Sergeant Badge.
cadre for, yeah, for junior.
Nice.
Okay, so I finished my J part 1 and J part 2 exams.
Uh-huh.
So I saw how the leader, how my captain is talking, what is his body language. So that time, most of us have the imitation learning. Through imitation, we learn.
Yes.
So we saw that person how he walk, how he talk. So slowly, I turned towards that, looking the role models.
Mm.
So in that 3 years of training gave me a feeling of confidence and discipline, and more than that, time management. So if you are to attend the class 6 o'clock means you have to attend at 6. No excuses.
Got it. I
So
think,
at age,
yeah, you started with the almost dream of going outside of your town, and
yeah,
but you bring back multiple things
sure.
from that event.
See,
Okay.
when you have the opportunities to see the world individually in your own eyes,
Hmm.
not through the lens of your parents or friends, you can get more knowledge about the world.
And I
Not
think
only,
I can say that because it just rings my head that there is one song for the babies. I have a 3 year old, and we will always play that song. You're not able to hear me?
not able to hear.
Okay. Let me try. Can you hear me now? Uh,
Can you hear me?
yes.
So that 3 years of training helped me to understand myself. So what I want to do, like that. So after that end of the 3 year, when I was in 10th standard, there is an election for assistant school people leader, ASPL. So that for that they will select only the mostly teachers will select the student who is very active, who is very energetic, like that they will select. So 10th standard they selected me as a ASPL, and I had some responsibilities in the school. Then I completed my 10th standard with 60% of marks and entered in 11th standard in the same school. See, here there is one issue. Up to 10th standard, I studied only Tamil medium. Then in 11th standard, I joined English medium. Initially, I find it difficult to cope up with Tamil medium and English medium. That days in school, teachers will not talk in English, but I understood the lessons and somehow I managed. That year, our school decided to conduct an election to select people leader. The very first time they gave permission to conduct an election, just like our assembly election within our school. So, so they gave permission. So they filed nomination, and then they gave 10 days of time to propaganda our ideas. So each and every that time I nominated, I filed nomination for that, and then each and every there are three buildings, separate buildings. One is for middle school, one is for high school and higher secondary. In each area, I kept boardings asking vote for from the students.
Got
And
it.
then other each and every class I will go and tell I do this and that, I will help you. And also I am very friendly people. All students, most of the students know me very well because of the sports background. And then so that election day came. It is
Mhm.
very nice experience. So I see I met each and every student and I gave some label to stick on the notebook, no, that
Okay.
like that I gave.
Nice.
And then 60% of margin, I think I won that election.
Wow. Are you able to hear me now?
And then I celebrated just like this election.
Yeah.
I firecrackers, and I distributed chocolates like that. I enjoyed. So
Okay.
2 years full this sports and the leaders happened to be a ASPL. Everything have to be with the group, but it is a nice experience. That time, see, in the prime age, that time, everyone will have a role model, whether we will we will become like that or not. But we will have a role model. That time, we had my role model is Telagavati IPS.
Oh.
See, her first posting as ASP in our town, Vellore. So that year we called her for as a chief guest to give prizes. So she came to that time she became my role model. And she also very that time I was the champion of that year.
Uh-huh.
So all prizes I got in all javelin throw, everything. So she appreciated me and asked me to, what do you want to become? I told the time I am not able to talk in English. I told her, நான் உங்கள போல police officer ஆனும். That means I want to become like a police officer like you. I
Nice.
told in the 11th standard.
Wow.
She
And
told,
uh, you can hear me right now?
now I can there.
Nice, nice. Yeah, sorry about that. I think we missed the audio, but I
Okay.
see that you're you are just past 8th standard. You did Kho, you are captain, you are NCC. Now you did big election. That just 11th standard, right?
Yeah, 11th standard.
11th standard. You ran for election, and now you want to become a police officer. I just wanted
Yeah.
to speak and see that audio is good and really, really getting inspired. Just sometimes I'm getting goosebumps by hearing your story. So please continue, and yeah, this is very good.
So that 11th standard, the time I got the prize, and wherever I go for open meet, the once I went for an open meet, I got an opportunity to play. That time there is no school level, that is open. Yeah, anyone can join the sports competition. Only they will divide into based on the age.
Hmm.
So for junior, I think I junior super junior. I went for that, and I won a third prize in mm, javelin throw,
Oh,
which is conducted by police training college.
wow.
That time, Telagudi IPSS, Mrs. Telagudi IPSS was the chief guest.
Genius.
Okay, that time everything over, and we are waiting for to receive the prize. The time there is some commotion in that. I am looking for that. What is they are talking? So they want someone to say the pledge,
Nice.
because happen to be a open meet. They have
Mhm.
not. If it is a for between school, they will in advance they will arrange. It's a police training college, no? They want
Got
someone younger to, so without thinking anything, I'm ready to say the pledge.
it.
So I said the pledge, and that day it come in the paper. When I'm saying the pledge, I took the paper. I saw in the next day it's come in the paper. So I cannot put the correct word what, of my feeling. So I was very happy, excited. Something I did a great job.
Hmm. Nice. And I think we have one question as well. I would like to stop you for a minute. So the question is from Kannan Marimuthu, and his question is: do you think expecting a problem solution or thought proactively from a team is the quality of a leader? Should a team member have a solution or a thought proactively?
Okay, that means you're asking expecting a problem as a leader, or you expecting is a right or wrong?
Expecting a solution to a problem or a
Ah,
thought on how to address that problem,
okay.
is it a quality of leader?
Not only the quality of that is not only expecting or solving the problem. See, the every problem has so many solutions. You may have one, another may one have. We have to find out which one suits for that problem. Okay, so
Hmm.
according to me, we have to do the brainstorming between the group members, and then as a leader, from that you can select which will suits for the problem.
Nice. Yeah, totally
Okay,
agree.
so in that way you are giving opportunity for the group members,
Yes.
and also you are giving um, your opinion, and you
Hmm.
are analyzing that which one suits, and you are discussing with that will create a good bondage between your team members and team. But finally you are going to take a call as a
Nice.
leader.
Nice. Yeah, that's true. Also, we have second question from Gurumurthy Raghupati. He says that he compliments you that you are a very courageous person,
Thank you
and
for the compliment, Mr. Gurumurthy Raghupati.
were you afraid of failure before saying a pledge? So you kind of wanted to say the pledge, but were you afraid of any failure could happen before the pledge?
I didn't say it's a failure. See, when after 12th standard, there comes an end for my education.
Oh,
So, is it a failure for me? No. There, I learned how to prioritize. What is my priority in that situation, in my background?
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that is good. Now you gave us one hint that you have to end your education at 12th. Uh, so, and when we were talking, you mentioned about ping pong game, table tennis game.
Yeah.
Uh, I didn't know that you were a third rank holder for the javelin throw. It is the most uh, the game became most famous because we won the medal at Neeraj Chopra who won the medal for us. And now I know that what that game takes, what it requires, and you are the winner at that time. So tell us about your the ping pong journey. So when did you start at ping pong?
Say in your school, there is no coach for ping pong.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to learn from our seniors. That's all. We know the basic rules. That's all. So no teacher, no PT teacher will come and teach anything. Learn by yourself. Okay, seeing the senior and waiting for her to give a chance to play
Yeah.
and throwing ball, picking the ball and throwing her, assisting her.
Yeah.
Like that, I learn.
Yes.
Okay, slowly, daily, I used to spend 1 hour or 2 hours. Whenever I get free time, I will go to the table tennis room and I'll play with someone, a senior or some teacher. Like that, I play. By doing this, um I got the district level. I became a district level winner.
Wow. So
Okay,
you are
zonal.
almost thriving in any sport.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then I got an opportunity to go for the final at Chennai. Again, the next journey after NCC camp.
Awesome.
S- Uh, I went there. They started the first game. When I entered the room, first I saw all the girls from Chennai wearing shorts, ponytail, talking English. First time down. I had a lot of confidence on seeing the dress, the way they talk, everything made me very uncomfortable. And I saw my dress, one uniform, full skirt, a girl from a small town, and having two plaits and no English too.
Yeah.
See, but I started playing. That thought of they are talking English, they are moving very good, their dress is very good. My focus is only on this. Till this date, I didn't find all these feel. I don't have this sort of feelings.
Hmm.
The very first time I started losing my confidence. So that disturbed my play. So first game I lost. Second, somehow I managed.
Mhm.
And third, she won.
Oh, okay.
The first set itself, I lost the game.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came back and I cried in front
Hmm.
of my teacher. I told they are talking English. They are putting ponytail, they are wearing divided skirts. That time my teacher allowed me to cry.
Uh-huh.
And then she told, now also I remember her name. She's Susila Abraham.
Uh-huh.
She told me, Usha, wait, you are lost. Don't worry, you'll have a chance to win again.
Okay.
But don't you think you attributed all the external factors for your loss,
Hmm.
not your internal factors? Why can't you think about that?
Yeah.
With a strong, commanding voice, she told me in Tamil.
Hmm. Nice.
Okay, that made me to look inside. So that time, my teacher told me, see, wearing skirt, not knowing English, that is not the problem of losing the game.
Hmm.
You are used only defense, not offense.
Got it.
And we allowed the opposite player to understand your style of play. So she is very good in, and she understood where is your weak point, and then she played.
Nice.
Actually, she's a very ordinary, like you only shared the skill,
Got it.
but the thought you are
Hmm.
attributing to outside, no,
Yes.
that is the reason.
Yeah, and
So
that's very
look into.
important thing as well. Sometimes we may get scared of all the work that we have outside, and we we I think almost invite it to overwhelm us instead of we just going with the confidence. That is very difficult to manage. So how did you go about managing it after
Pardon?
the great advice from your
Okay.
mentor?
That
How
time
did
I
you
understood
manage it?
confidence is not outside, it is
Yeah,
within you.
correct.
Okay. And then also losing and winning is a part of game.
Hmm.
After the uh, after I won the that girl won the game, she came and congratulated me, and she told in Tamil, "Hey, you also played well.
Oh.
Don't worry." So that time she's also the same age.
Mhm.
She had that courage, no?
Yes.
So that these are the things I learned. Uh,
Got it.
So from that event, I started looking for people. So even if a small girl gives an suggestion or anything, so I started taking up from anyone,
Hmm. That is good. That's the
listening to others.
yeah. That we can certainly say that in a leadership, right, or in a current age, more than saying, listening is having a greater benefit for the team or for, let's say, identifying a better solution to a problem.
Yes.
So very exciting, Ushaji. Till now, your childhood itself is so eventful, uh, and learning a lot from it. So, yeah. So now, what happens? You participate in lot many sport. You won many sport. How do you now take your journey after 12th?
After 12th, I want to join the college, but that time my father was not in good health condition,
Mhm.
and also economical reason. Um, my education come to an end.
Oh, okay.
Not only education, not
Uh-huh.
my learning.
Oh, very well said. Yes.
It's a different things, no? Education and learning.
Yeah.
Learning goes on till our life.
Correct. True.
So, and that time, my parents' priority is to um, give a good marriage life
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Okay.
So they started looking for a boy for me.
Yes.
But 2 years they gave time. The time I worked as a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, that is good.
So even now I love to be with children.
Hmm.
So there I learned some. I had some other experience how to deal with small children.
Got it.
So 2 years I worked there, and at my age 19 years I got married.
Wow.
Up to 19. After that there is a different. I had a different role.
Mm-hmm.
There comes a priority.
Yeah.
Prioritizing. Now we are saying prioritize, prioritize. There
Yeah.
comes for me also.
Yeah.
So the time my priority is to get good name for my parents
Mm-hmm.
and to go and live my life
Yeah.
with my partner.
Nice.
So then the family life started.
Nice. Nice. So after at 19 you got married, and then your family life started. And I think, how many kids you have?
I had two children. Now I have two boys.
Nice.
I, anywhere I won't say two boys. I have two children.
Two children. Correct.
I didn't see any difference between
Yeah, boy and
boys
girl.
and girl.
Yeah.
They are
And
my children.
yes, yes, right. And so now I know that you live completely energetic life. This this requires, uh, I can say that supporting a family is requires more and most energy, and that priority shifting or the responsibility of supporting or moving our family forward was putting into the shoulder of a mother in those ages. uh, Earlier the father had very less part uh, in growing the kids, or giving them the moral values, giving them what they want. So how was your parenting? Because that is also one thing I want to tell, that leadership roots from how you get raised. uh, so what were your teachings to your kids?
See, you're told no. The mother role is when compared to father role is mother role is more. I
Yes.
don't think so like that
Okay.
because see, I have taken care of the full family, but for this financial aid was given my husband.
Hmm.
I have no issues about finance,
Yeah.
so that support. See, everything will be taken care of him.
Yes.
So my job is to take care of the family, children.
Mhm.
Here, he become the your younger generation. We can say he is a leader and I a follower. No, we are both are leaders in our family.
Hmm.
See, he has taken one side, I have taken
Yes.
another side.
I think that's how that balance will come to
Yeah.
family. Somebody has to be a provider, and someone has to, and then we switch that role also. Sometimes.
So I gave support, full support to him, and also he is a very good person.
Yeah.
He understands my um, wishes, my
Hmm.
desires,
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
So he supported me a lot.
Hmm.
Now everyone says, "Yo, men has to help in household works." Initially, he used to do everything. If I am taking care of the children, he will do. So
Right.
between us, there is no.
Hmm.
This is your job. That is no. There is no gender role in us between us.
Nice. Nice.
Okay?
That is very important. I think in this age, or the life has become uh, so much busy around this time now, and and whatever you are saying, that nobody has to decide that who does this job. Everybody has to just come forward and
Yeah.
uh, just do it.
So on seeing us, my children also learned this.
Hmm.
Okay. First, I say I am the coach for my children for ping pong.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Suddenly one day, my husband bought a table tennis board at home,
Uh,
and he encouraged me to play again.
oh, wow.
So I encourage my children to play. The person who sees the world outside the world, only going through the book,
Yeah.
compared to them, the person who is going, seeing the outside world, are better in their life.
Hmm. Correct.
Okay, I I send them for everything, whatever they want to. I will not force. I didn't force them.
Hmm.
I encourage them whatever they want to do.
Yeah. I think that exposure, you gave them the
Yeah.
exposure of everything. Yeah. That is very good.
So they say when my son completed his graduation
Mhm.
and second son entered his professional course, I that time I thought, so now they no need of my help or assistance. They
Mhm.
can be their own.
Okay.
So I thought of thinking of myself.
Wow. Wow. And I think, yeah, this is good. You handle this responsibility completely to your fullest for 20 years, right? For next 20
Yeah,
years.
20 years.
So now tell us about your most inspirational milestone of your life, that you ended your education but not learning by 12. You gave a lot of good teaching to your kids, their support, you gave the exposure. And now, what prompted you to take or continue your education? And so you were almost 38, 39 at the time you were thinking to s- continue your education back?
Okay. Yeah, correct. I was 40. My
40.
son completed his graduation.
Hmm.
That time I want to continue my education.
Nice.
So I asked my son at once, why not?
Hmm.
And then I asked my husband the same word, why not?
Why not? Nice.
So that gave me courage. And
Yeah.
also, just I asked them, I decided in myself
Hmm.
that I have to continue my education.
Yes.
They also supported. But till that, I'm new to Chennai because all 20, 50, 10, 15 years of my life is outside Chennai in a small village.
Hmm.
So I came to Chennai, uh, very in in a border. Within a border, I lived.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, I have to say I am a billion rider,
Brilliant
sitting
idea.
back.
Okay. Yeah. I think, yeah, that word, I had to look out for, or maybe uh, pillion rider is someone who sits on the backside of a two wheeler and sees or follows, mostly a follower. So
I
how did you change yourself to go out and be in the Chennai?
say billion rider. I don't bother about anything.
Yeah.
I see the world through my husband and my children sitting
Oh,
in the back seat.
yeah.
So when I want to join the college, I don't know where it is, the Madras University,
Yeah.
how to go, because I'll go with them. They will take them everything. They will arrange.
Yeah.
So my first son took me to the university
Uh-huh.
and get the application, and
Mhm.
then help me to fill up everything.
Yeah.
Because even though I know some said that 20 years of the totally changed, the society is totally changed.
Yes. Yes.
So children, young girls are talking English,
Yeah.
and then they are very well versed, they are very free. So that gives some sort of insecurity, not insecurity, I can some low confidence. How to do this, how to do that. So making a mistake is the time it is not permittable in our time. If you make a mistake, we at once will
Okay.
punish or say, oh,
Right.
don't you know this? Like that, they will ask.
Correct.
So we feel ashamed to make mistakes.
Hmm.
For that, we are avoiding to
Avoiding the.
venture in.
Yeah.
So my son helped me to apply for this, and then I joined through all. My education is one person is given Gurumurthy has given anxiety. Yes,
Yes.
anxiety. You can say anxiety,
Right.
and I joined the college through all distance education only. I did
Mhm.
only throughout the year we have only 10 days classes.
Yes.
In 10 days we have to learn the full.
Hmm.
So there comes what subject to choose. I
Yes.
have only I have want to do post degree, post master's degree,
Correct.
but I don't know what to do, whether commerce or max or something.
Uh-huh.
There comes a problem. What to do? Then decision making. No,
Yes.
what subject? Someone says go for Tamil, do MBA Tamil is easy for you,
Uh-huh.
or go max. You can take classes, tuition classes.
Okay.
Like that, everyone has their pour
Solution.
their ideas,
Correct.
but I'm not satisfied all these ideas. That time, one of my younger most sister, she was a HR consultant.
Uh-huh.
I asked her, I asked her for her advice. First thing she told, on seeing you through our life, you are opt for psychology. Why can't you take psychology as your subject?
Oh.
Like that, she asked.
Right.
Then I went, and also I also thought, say I during my school days
Hmm.
and my married life that days, I have a lot of questions.
Hmm.
So which I didn't get answers. Not answers. I don't know whom to ask this question, whether we'll get answer or not. Even if I get the answer, whether I am satisfied or not. So many. So that time I decided. So like me, there are a lot of people with this questions in their mind. Why can't
Right.
I take psychology? That year, the 2 years before that, the university has changed BA psychology into BSc psychology.
Oh, okay.
Before that, it was arts,
Uh-huh.
and then when I joined, it was science.
Oh.
So that also gives some reading as science, educating in a science subject is
Hmm.
a little proud, no,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
compared to, but there is no difference in this. But
Correct.
in that time, doing maths, doing science,
Yeah.
it gives some pride.
Correct. Correct.
But
Yeah.
now I don't feel like that.
Yes. Yeah.
So I joined BSc
Hmm.
psychology.
BSc psychology. And what psychology do you? Psychology. Can you describe what are the major pillars of that education program?
See, first one is uh, they teach the psychology means you have to read about the human behaviors,
Hmm. Okay.
what mold a person, why you are behaving like this.
Hmm.
It's animal behavior, From
Yeah.
animal behavior, it's a human behavior.
Yes.
What are the differences? So it's just like in science subject we are doing experiment.
Hmm.
In psychology also we conduct experiments
Okay.
and then see the results. So understanding people,
Hmm.
when you read psychology, it helps you to understand people.
Got it. Got it.
First,
Yeah, I think.
more than other people, you can understand
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes, sir. That is true. And one question I have is that in current
I'm
age,
not
right?
able to hear you.
Uh, can you hear me now? Uh, just, can you hear me now? No, right? Hear me now? No, right? Okay, so let me.
Can you hear my voice? Am I audible?
Yes, I can. Yes. Let me type my question to you. So, what are takeaways for psychology? Hello.
So, so I joined my graduation.
Mhm. Can you hear me now?
I find it difficult
Mhm.
to follow the subjects because of it are all in English.
Yeah.
20 years of gap, and also that time our most of our learning was through rote learning. Now I have to write page full of page. I have to explain in my own words. First year I find it difficult. Then somehow I manage without any arrears with 60% mark. I cleared my UG.
60%.
I got graduation,
Mhm.
and then that time university introduced another stream, counseling psychology. Those who are having psychology background only can apply for that.
Got it. Got it.
So I joined that. 2 years I did my masters
Mhm.
in counseling psychology. Again with 60% mark, I cleared and I become PG. I was very happy that with Usha I can put my MSc.
Yes, totally. Can you hear
Then
me now?
next I want to do something. So specialization I have to do in counseling.
Hmm.
That time I look for specialization. You have to go regular college, not this. So morning from 8 to 1 o'clock you have to go to college regularly. So I joined M.Phil. There I selected my specialization in school counseling. That is students counseling, school students counseling.
Nice.
So it is that 2 years very. interesting, everything based on practice, only not theory paper, full of practical. So it is very nice. I had and M.Phil with 80% and third in the college.
Nice. Third in the college.
I completed my M.Phil.
Got it. Got it.
Here I have to mention that my professors, they gave support, full support,
Mm-hmm.
and encouraged me. And then suddenly one day they asked, who wants to take classes for PG and UG? Again, the same child Usha came, raised my hand,
Yeah.
and started taking classes for distance education.
Nice. Nice.
So in M.Phil, we have to take classes. So I talk, and then going to school, corporation schools, conducting training program for school students
Mm-hmm.
and other schools.
Got it.
So 10 years full from 40 to 50. And then after M.Phil, I get certification in CBT,
Mm-hmm.
other therapies in counseling.
Correct.
So I prepared myself, I equipped myself to enter in the field of counseling.
Nice. Nice. Awesome.
Then I started doing counseling to
Mm-hmm.
the known people and then went to schools, canvass myself, and then do counseling for children, especially teaching them life skills.
Hmm. Yes.
Academic teachers will teach. Who will teach this life skills?
Correct.
I
Correct.
started teaching them how to be assertive, how to
Mm-hmm.
be emotionally intelligent.
Awesome. And now, can you hear me? No, right?
Can you put your question on the
Sure. Yes.
marks so that I can?
Yeah. Let's do that.
See, as a psychologist, I am a counseling psychologist. We are not supposed to prescribe medicines or like that.
Hmm.
Just only counseling with different therapies. Okay.
Got it.
Suppose when a client, if a client came,
Yeah.
first we will see whether they need medication or counseling.
Got it.
So if we find that the client need medication, suppose a depressive person is coming, I cannot go and give suddenly at once counseling.
Hmm.
First, I have to assess what is the level of depression,
Hmm.
and then based on that, whether they need medication or only counseling. See, when a person is full, totally depressed,
Yeah.
if I give counseling, it won't work.
Hmm.
So first, I have to identify that. If there is no need of medication, then we go for counseling using different therapies.
Yes.
If they are not, sir, for some one student came with social phobia,
Hmm.
is not able to go out, talk to new friends, he will have some panic attack. So for him, I used CBT and then supported him, helped him. overcome that fear.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So for some people, they are very submissive.
Mm-hmm.
For them, we'll teach how to be assertive,
Yes.
how to manage your emotions,
Hmm.
how to boost your self-esteem. So
Got it.
some students will come with low self-esteem.
Right. Right.
For them, we'll teach how to boost the self-esteem.
Got it.
So based on the client, based on their um, ability or whatever, we can give them
Mm-hmm.
counseling. So
Right.
assessment, and then introducing intervention program, then feedback from the counselor,
Mm-hmm.
from the client, and then again feedback. So
Got
asking them to, after 1 year after that, they have to come for review.
it. Nice.
Like that we do. So marital counseling, premarital, postmarital counseling also will do. And then in in schools, for teachers, those who are not married, for them I'll give premarital counseling for college students.
Nice. Nice.
So your question is, how do you know now summarize qualities of leader to our viewers? See, we can say some leaders are born, some leaders are, they make themselves, they they learn from their own experience and they become
Right.
leader.
Right.
Okay. According to my view and based on my experience, a leader should have first confidence.
Hmm.
Okay. That confidence will initiate. So initiation is very much needed for a leader.
Right.
Okay. For that initiation, if you have your confidence, you can initiate.
Initiate.
And then persistence. See, in 20 years of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a leader, but I am helping people to become a leader.
Nice.
Okay. In 20 years of life, I have never changed my goal.
Correct.
I never distracted from my goal. So that persistence a leader should have. Whether you get success or not, but you have to keep on doing. That is one, persistence. Next one is the openness to feedback, openness to new technology. It's very important for a leader. See, first initially when I use these new using internet, I find it difficult. Slowly I learned. I went to computer classes and learned. So that openness, you have to be very open.
Got it.
Okay. So confidence, persistence, openness to feedback and openness to new technology,
Mm-hmm.
and people oriented
Yes.
are very much needed for a leader.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think there is a audio issue. Can you still hear me?
I'm not able to hear you, Mr.
Yeah.
Vikas.
Nice.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
And
And
also, thank you for you to share my experiences. When I share my experience, I went back to my early days.
nice.
So whenever you feel low, whenever you feel low, think about our past achievements, even though it is very small.
Yes.
And then one more thing, there is no elevator for success,
Hmm.
only stairs.
Steps.
But in some cases, some people have elevators
Hmm.
initial stage
Yes.
because of their background.
Yeah.
But even though if they get success through elevator, maintaining, sustaining that success and taking to the next level
Hmm.
needs stairs.
Yes. Correct.
This is my words to the your US viewers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Usha.
very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think we are in the end of the session.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very
Bye-bye.
much.